Hey guys,
Hey,
it's Lex and Nate, and we're here from Blakdoc.
and today we're going to be talking about some opportunities available to med students and like what you could do with your time off during the summer.
Yes, summer. We're talking all about the summer, and I cannot wait for the summer because I am in need of a break.
I don't think we got that much of a break this time, but
Yeah, we only get 2 weeks,
Yeah.
but your first year, you get a solid 8 to 10 weeks.
I think so, yeah. Like almost like a month and a half, sometimes 2 months, depending on what school you go to. So
I am very jealous, but while you do have a break, it's also a great time to sort of dive deeper into some of your interests in medicine, whether that be, I don't know, research, global health, community outreach. Oh my goodness, the opportunities are endless. But the summer and those 8 to 10 weeks that you get are a great time to really dive into that and explore your interests outside the classroom.
I agree. Some people also choose not to really do much during that summer, and that's okay, depending on what you plan to do and what you want to be in the future. Like that might change for you. So don't feel pressured to do research or travel, but like use it wisely, because you will never get like a time like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the
You
next
have
5 years or so.
They have permission to live your best life
Yeah.
and not do research or doing classwork if you don't want to. But for those of you who are interested in opportunities that you can take advantage of, we kind of wanted to share our experience from what we did in our summer off, and then talk about some of the other options that maybe we didn't necessarily do, but what's out there for you. Do you want to start and tell us all about your summer?
Sure. Way to put me on blast to go first, but here we go. So I did like an addiction rehab program for med students to sort of understand what it's like to deal with an addiction and how it affects families and like what sort of treatments are out there for people who are struggling with addiction and where they can go to for help. And this was like at Betty Ford in California. It was really nice. It was a week of just interaction, lectures, and getting to know people who are struggling with addiction. And I honestly think that was like one of the most memorable experiences of my life. And there were so many tears shed like during the entire course of the program over there. So that was half my summer, and then the other half I did research because I'm interested in global health, and so I found a really short global health opportunity to like work on. So that was pretty much my summer. So if you can find like little quick publishable projects to work on,
Key.
that's golden. Like you don't want to be doing some research that's gonna go on for like years and like, you're never gonna get a paper out of it or something. So
Yeah.
that was my experience.
That sounds super cool. Yeah, just what Nate said, like to repeat that, like you definitely like want to have a great time exploring whatever interest you have, but also remember this is a really crucial time where you can start adding things to your CV, whether that be published papers, abstracts, poster presentations, oral presentations. And so if you're going to do research, that's like really key, is to get into a project that's going to finish by the time you apply to residency, so that you have those opportunities. And it's totally fine if you're like super interested in something and it's not really going to work out in terms of the timeline, but I would definitely make sure that you're sort of spreading yourself out amongst different projects if that is the case, because residencies do look for research and not just necessarily involvement, but also like tangible items that you can say you did, wrote something. But speaking of research, I actually spent my summer doing clinical research. So there's 2 types of research. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but there's basic science, which is mostly bench work. So it's typically what you think of when you think of lab. So pipetting and like all that good stuff. And there's clinical research, which is more of like on the patient interaction side, and so that's the type of research I was doing. I'm interested in dermatology, so I was working with some faculty in the dermatology department here at Penn on projects. One of my projects actually also merged my interest with global health.
Awesome.
So we did like telemedicine at one of the community health clinics that serves a underserved population, and so it was super cool. And then so that was what I did.
Yeah, and like if you're not sure what field you want to go into, like I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I knew that like addiction generally is like a problem that's like prominent right now. It's something that you're gonna deal with as a healthcare provider, and I thought that was a great opportunity. And while I was doing that, this global health research thing came up out of nowhere, and I grabbed that. It wasn't particularly tailored to like any specialty of choice, so like don't feel like you have to do something that's tailored to like, unless you of course you know exactly what you want to do, like in Lex's case, like she knows she wanted to do dermatology, so it makes sense to do that. But if you're not sure, feel free to like branch out and try other things just to like figure things out for yourself.
Yeah, this is the time to be exploring, and like you're saying, like if you pick a broad project like health disparities, addiction, something that's really going to touch multiple specialties, you're totally fine. And whether you go into ophthalmology, dermatology, or neurosurgery, it's going to be applicable, and you'll be able to talk about how you can apply whatever you took from that experience into the specialty you decide to go into. So yeah, I would, if you're not too sure yet, and even if you are sure, keep it broad, just in case you change your mind, and then that way you're not trying to apply something super specific to something unrelated and then no correlation.
Yeah. I agree, and you know, try to have fun like during the summer. So, you know, plan early because you know tickets are expensive. It's hard to travel. So like at least like put like 2 to 3 months of like thought into what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it. If you still haven't found something to do, don't stress out. Like things will come up when you least expect them to, and you know you're gonna be fine. But try to have like a nice balance between, you know, something that's relaxing that you're gonna enjoy, and you know also like academic or like career focused activities. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to come back from summer like burnt out.
Yeah,
that's the worst thing you can do for yourself. Yeah. So try and have some fun.
Yeah, and then off of what you just said, if you do decide to do research, make sure that your work ethic and your PI's work ethic sort of mesh well. And so if you know that you don't like to come in the morning at 6 a.m. and you like to be done by like, I don't know, 3 p.m., then like make sure that's clear and see if there's options to maybe work from home if that's your thing. So like you definitely want to make sure that you're in a lab that's going to mesh well with your work ethic. Otherwise you might not really enjoy it as much if you're doing something in a time that you have off and you're kind of like spreading yourself thin and working in a way that's not as optimal for your work ethic. So I don't know, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, and another cool thing that I saw a lot of people do here, and especially was people traveled like to other countries. So there were people in Tanzania, people in Ghana, people were just all over. Some people were in Switzerland, some people were in Asia. Like people were just all over the world doing incredible things. And so if that's you, you're someone who likes to travel, and also what I saw was they had time to explore the countries that they were in, explore the culture, just like immerse themselves in a completely different environment. So if that's you, definitely like go for that. It stands out on your application. It shows that you're someone who's willing to like, you know, leave your comfort zone, try new things, and just like you're ready to work. So that's something you can also consider. So.
Yeah, global health experiences are so cool. Perfect time to do it. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, or whatever that saying is.
No, that's right.
Travel and do research.
Yeah.
That's a win for me, if you ask me. And let's see, what else is there? Yeah, so lots of opportunities. In summary, there's research, basic science, and clinical. You can do special programs like what Nate did. You can do a global health experience, which can combine research, volunteering, I don't know, anything.
And travel.
Or you can just live your best life and relax and do whatever it is that you please.
You can do that too.
So yeah, summer is 3 months away.
Yeah.
So until then.
Yeah, we unfortunately we never get that like sort of 8-week, 10-week break ever again. So this time it's like 2 weeks around, and you know, I don't know what that's gonna be like, but we're planning that, and like based on our experiences, we're probably gonna shoot a video for you guys. And so, yeah.
If you have any questions about summer experiences that maybe we didn't talk about in this video, leave a comment below, and we'll write you back.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube.
Yes, subscribe.
All right, awesome.
Bye now.